It's never going to be good enough because survival is not going to fulfill a human being. It doesn't matter how big our homes get, how big our cars get, how energy efficient it gets, how better we dress, how better we eat, still we will feel it's not enough because that's not the direction in which the life wants to go.
So here's the part I'm trying to understand, is this issue about knowing, this issue about seeking knowledge. Let's say, either in science or in mysticism, we depend on our senses for that, yes? Or are you saying that
I'm saying they're not dependable.
Agreed.
They're not dependable.
But isn't it all we have? Or you're saying there's this other
Yes.
aspect to the mind?
See, for example, suppose you or me were lost in the jungle as infants, okay? If something edible came, we definitely would take it and put it in the mouth. We wouldn't try our ears first, then nostrils, and then by accident discover the mouth. No, we just know how to eat, no question about that. So I'm saying everything concerned with our survival is inbuilt. It's there. This is millions of years of memory which is there within us, we know how to survive. But we wouldn't know how to read, we wouldn't know how to do so many other things which have become a part of our life. Do you remember when you were 2 or 3 years of age, when they tried to teach you that alphabet, the damn A, how complicated it was? It was so complicated just to get it right. You had to write 100 times to get it. Today with eyes closed you can do it. Because of a certain striving, isn't it? Similarly, anything beyond survival, if we have to have it in our lives, a certain striving is needed. As I said, striving for inward perception is something, unfortunately, that's been banished in modern societies because we are on the thrill of technology. It's a fantastic thing, but you will see as time progresses, as technology becomes better and better, human beings will become more and more frustrated. If you have not noticed this, just look out and see, you will see 8-year-old, 10-year-old kids bored. In your generation or my generation, we would have never seen, we never knew what is damn boredom is. When you were 8 or 10, you were just bubbling with life and on, but today you see 10-year-old kids are just bored with it because they've seen the damn cosmos through their phone screen. They know it all. So I'm saying all this excess may not lead to betterment of life, and it will not. Comfort and convenience will come. But well-being will not happen. The purpose of enhancing human experience on this planet will not happen. It will only entertain us intellectually big time, which it is, no question. I'm not saying it's wrong, but I'm saying it's limited.
It may be the thing that allows people to make a deeper pursuit, in exactly analogy with the idea of building schoolhouses throughout the country. It would have been 30 years ago that it would be difficult for you to speak to many people, but now you have 500,000 followers on Facebook. Yeah.
As I was telling you, I was in a very large gathering of people and somebody asked me, Sadhguru, what about all the gurus, ancient gurus who were there, what about them? I said, nothing. I am the greatest guru. Because when Krishna was there, he could speak to… he was a very gentle human being, probably he could speak to 50 people at a time. When Gautama came, he stood up and spoke more loudly. Maybe 100 people. Vivekananda came, he had a big voice, maybe he spoke to 200 people. Look at here, right now I'm speaking to 50,000 people, and if I want, I can speak to the whole world sitting here. So I'm the greatest guru ever. Because technology has definitely facilitated that, no question. But at the same time, technology doesn't have discriminatory powers. As you can deliver well-being, you can deliver disaster through technology by itself. It doesn't have a mind of its own, it is a certain capability, and all machines and whatever we have created technology, from a bicycle to a spacecraft or a computer or whatever, essentially only what we can do, enhancement of that. Because we can speak, now a microphone has come, a telephone has come. Because we can see, a telescope has come, a microscope has come. Only what we can do, we are enhancing it with various machines and gadgets we are creating. We have not created one machine or gadget to do something that we ourselves cannot do in a rudimentary way.
I agree with that.
So I'm saying you're only enhancing your five senses.
For now, yes, but
No, it
as
can…
you know,
See, right now, it can happen. Right now, with a phone, I can talk to somebody in India. Technology may come, I can smell the food that they're cooking in India. If I'm missing home, they can turn on the phone and I can smell the food from India. It may happen. I'm not saying it's beyond that. It's very much possible, it may happen. But I can do it without a phone also.
so you're very interested in inner engineering. My interest is in outer engineering, and as you know, I've built a vest in my laboratory with vibratory motors on it, and we're experimenting now with feeding in new kinds of data streams into the brain because the brain appears to be flexible enough to take in any kind of new data streams and have a sensation of it. So if I feed in weather patterns from the surrounding 200 miles, or if I feed in real-time stock market data, you can, in theory, develop a sense of the economic movements of the planet, things like this. Now, we're just at the foot of the mountain on this, but it may be that there are whole new kinds of human senses, and that would be a proof of principle of developing something that goes beyond, that makes a new kind of sense. It essentially takes these peripheral devices and adds new ones, and eventually we'll probably build new kinds of sensors and plug them right into the brain.
But still they will only enhance your present capabilities, not something new, not entirely new.
I don't know, if I could actually have an individual experience of weather patterns 200 miles wide as I'm walking around, I'm tapped into that, I think that's a new human experience. It's not
I'll
something
tell
we've
you,
had before.
this is something that happened almost 45 years ago when I was living on a farm. So there is a man, a middle-aged man in the village who is, he can barely hear, 95% gone. Just if you shout at him, he hears something. So because he cannot hear, he cannot say anything, he just dumb and stares at things. So everybody thinks he's a fool and, things happening, he's not valued in the village. So I took him as my man Friday, and I said, you stay on my farm and work for me. So he was with me. What I found was, one morning he gets up and gets the plow and those are the days, not tractor days, we still plow with the animals. So he gets the animals and the plow ready. I said, what are you doing? He said, I'm getting ready to plow. I said, where are you going to plow? It's dry. He said, it's going to rain today. I look at the sky, it's clear sky. I said, nonsense, where is it going to rain? He said, no, it's going to rain. He simply sits there like this, because no social communication, he can't hear. He simply sits there like this the whole day. If there's no work, he just sits in one place unmoving. And he just knows, and you won't believe it'll rain. The day he says it'll rain, it will rain. Then I sit up, okay, I'm doing all this yoga, I'm not getting this guy. So I sat there day after day, turning my hand like this, trying to feel this, trying to feel that, feeling the earth, looking up, looking down, everything. I applied myself for 18 months. And today, in tropical climate, with my eyes closed, I will say, today it's going to rain means 95% it's going to rain. It's just a keener observation of everything, that's all. You just… because he could not hear, he just sharpened the other aspects so much, he just knows when it'll rain, and always, bang on.
Maybe he had one of my vests on.
Possible. But he was not sparkling like you.
I'm curious on a completely different topic. When you look at other faith traditions, when you look at the rabbi sages and imams and people all over the world of different traditions, what do you see in common?
The common is, they all believe something that they don't know.